We're in the middle of a snowstorm and there seems to be just a easy up. What is this?
Don't open it, it's ahead.
Last year, I got a Jeep Gladiator, and my goal was to build it out to go overlanding. However, I've only been doing short day trails with it. But last week, my buddy Danny mounted a rooftop tent on top of his Toyota Tacoma, so we decided to spend the weekend testing out our vehicles and trying an overlanding trip.
So here's the plan. We just drove out to Joshua Tree, and we are trying to find some places to go mountain biking, go camping. Woo. Danny just picked up a rooftop tent, so we're trying this out. I haven't got one yet. I'm gonna get one eventually. I kind of want to get this one, so we're gonna test this and see if it's a good one or not. Up on top of the mountain Big Bear area, which is where we were originally going, it's gonna be 20 degrees and snowing, so we decided to go to Joshua Tree instead. Both of us are fairly new to this whole overlanding thing, so...
I just got my driver's license.
Danny, explain what you're doing.
I don't want to, it's too embarrassing.
What are you doing?
Making sure my bike doesn't fall off as I try and chase him down these dirt roads when he's driving 40 miles an hour.
So we're definitely new to the whole like route planning and figuring out where to go when it comes to overlandings. This is the test trip, just to get things going. So my setup, I was able to get my bike mounted in my rack, and then I have some Pelican cases, and I've just ratchet strapped them all into my truck bed. Seems like a good way to do it for some off-roading.
So I'm running stock tires and suspension on my Gladiator. I've added a Rebel off-road half rack on my back to hold fuel tanks and other gear, and one on the top to hold my KC highlight bar, along with my knockoff Max Tracks in case we get stuck. Danny basically has a stock Tacoma with an iCamper tent mounted on his truck bed.
I think Danny's luxury.
I don't gotta sleep on the ground anymore.
We really didn't plan this out right. There's a big storm in the forecast, and we didn't have a specific route in mind when we drove out here. So we decided to head into Joshua Tree National Park and then plan a route by the campfire.
Nice. Look at that.
$5 big five.
Mama, life has just begun.
This is what I've been listening to on the way into the park.
Easy come, easy go. Will you let me go?
That was quite a performance.
Classically trained vocal school.
We drove into the park entrance, and the ranger told us that there was nowhere to camp because the entire park was full. However, they did tell us that there's a good spot across the valley in BLM land, so we decided to head over there and find a campsite, and this is where the real adventure began.
There is no road. We're gonna just go that way.
This entire area used to be underwater. Now it's just become a giant dry lake bed. And you can find people camping all over out here. We saw a trail that headed up into the surrounding mountains and tried our luck to find a spot out of the wind.
Yo, I don't think we can get up this. It's, yeah, we need some rock crawlers.
Happy rock crawlers. Let's figure out something else.
Yeah, I think we need to turn around. It's getting dark too, and sun's starting to set.
Oh man, we gotta find a spot soon.
We'll turn around, find something down the hill.
Okay, you think I can make it through all this?
Yeah, I think you should be able to get through that.
So we're right on the BLM boundary right now.
Okay.
So we're in it right now. If we go this way more, we'll still be in it. It's just a matter of trying to find some shelter from the wind, dude.
Yeah, we're trying to get out of this wind.
We could get back down out of all this and follow that frontage road to where that like hill was that you.
What, the hill over there?
Yeah, that mound.
Do you see a route through this? I feel like I'm stuck.
Oh crap, no.
I think I turned the wrong way. It's either that way or the way that we came.
How's my 6? Am I okay?
Yeah, you got plenty of space behind you. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're good. Yeah, I think go back the way we came and then head back to down the hill a little bit.
Something that looks nice and like tucked in. We're kind of close to these people, but we'd be on the other side of a hill, so maybe it's okay.
What a project.
We found the spot that we're gonna call home.
We finally found a decent spot that sits just behind a hill, so we plan our routes and get set up for the night.
All right, so I definitely think your tent is a much better option than my tent.
Oh yeah? Yeah? Why is that?
It's a little bit faster. I think my next purchase is gonna be a rooftop tent.
Battling with the can. Can's winning. We are having burgers. They're impossible burgers, don't tell Javin. And some onions with fresh cut garlic and some green beans from a can that I opened very successfully and very easily. It's windy.
There's people like riding motorcycles literally right here while we were like
see their tracks,
right here. They're like bombing up and down this wash.
Pitch dark.
It was like 11 p.m. I mean, I guess we went to bed early, kind of.
I mean, dude, they were still riding till like 1.
Oh yeah, they're shooting guns out there at like 2 a.m.
Yep.
up on that hill.
That felt sketchy.
Little sketch?
Little sketch, dude.
Little sketch. Just kind of camping in the boondocks out here.
Yeah, man. But it's free land. We didn't pay a dime to be out here. I mean, other than taxes.
After an awful night, we came up with a plan. Our goal was to take the trail from Joshua Tree to Big Bear and potentially find a campsite up on top of the mountain. So first we headed into the park to wander around in the morning, just on the off chance that there might be a campsite here in case we wanted to drive back later. Unfortunately, national parks are super busy right now, so there is no campsites and it's packed. So we headed out to Pioneer Town, which is near the beginning of the trail. And with the blue skies above us, we're ready for a day without any crazy weather.
How's that cold coffee?
So cold. Everything's so cold.
I went for the hot. I went for a latte. because I don't normally drink hot coffee, but by the way, no drones. This weather's crazy. It went from sun and wind to freezing temperatures. Now it's raining. Now it's sunny and rainy. Oh, it's like sunny now. You can see your breath, it's so cold.
Yeah.
So we're going for it. It's like blue skies here.
Yeah.
But that guy had snow on his car that just passed us.
Yeah, I did. And then look at that back there. That's nasty.
That's where we just came from. That's
And
that
frankly,
storm.
that's where we're going up there. It's blue only above us.
We found the one blue patch.
Yep.
So from where we were just in Pioneer Town, from that area up to Big Bear, it's 28 miles. But it's not like paved roads or anything. Is this the first time you've taken this car out like this?
Oh yeah.
Your truck out?
Oh yeah. For the very first time. This is everything's getting tossed around pretty good. Need new suspension and better tires.
Yeah, let's hope your tires can make it up this.
Hey, come on, have some faith.
We'll turn around if we need to.
As we start climbing the mountain, the conditions get worse, and we start seeing more and more signs of snow.
That's where we're going. Somewhere in that region is where the mountain trail is.
I've done this trail in the summer, and there's two sections that get a little sketchy. The first spot is where the trail narrows, and you have to climb alongside these super tall cliffs. And then further up the mountain, once you're getting towards Big Bear, it gets pretty steep, and depending on the trail conditions, it could get super slick trying to make it up the pass.
All right, we're in the middle of a snowstorm, and there seems to be just a easy up. What is this?
Don't open it, it's a head. Is there a frozen head
It's just
in there?
beverages. Someone just decided to leave their setup. There's like snow and there's like some Coca-Colas.
What?
I wonder if people just like left it and they're coming back. Yeah, we should get up before this gets slick. Let's get up this next section.
Get out of here.
You got plenty of space. You're good. So we just got up the mountain and there's like 15 cars that are all stuck here. Looks like I just talked to one of the guys and it looks like one of the Jeep's sway bar is broken, so they're trying to fix it. We'll see if we can squeak by. I'm not worried about the rocks, it's more just getting past those first two people because they didn't pull over enough. Dude, that's a super bad day. It's a huge group though.
The snowstorm was getting super intense, so we decided to pull off and just chill for a little bit and see if it would pass.
We just pulled off to the side in the middle of this blizzard. There's a bunch of Jeeps over there just crawling up this hillside, so we thought it would be a good spot to stop and make some coffee because it's only noon. Look at this. We got the jet boil going. Danny's got a French press. Ooh, this is roughing it.
Yeah, well, this is what you get when you only sleep 3 hours the night before because all the guns and motorcycles in the desert. Now we're in the middle of a snowstorm.
And Danny was riding his mountain bike. Hey, look at that. The sun is coming out now. Finally. Finally.
This section of the trail is super special. In this valley, there's a whole forest of old-growth Joshua trees, and the trail takes you from one end of the valley all the way to the other. Right after this section is where you start going up the mountain, and it turns into a single track road where if someone's coming the other direction, one of you is going to have to back up. And so with snow on the ground, this becomes a very tricky situation.
All right, so we just made up to Big Bear, and it's definitely stormy conditions up here. I think we're gonna have to hightail it out of here so we don't get stuck for the night, because it's gonna get down to 18 degrees tonight, and the roads are gonna get real icy. So I want to get out before that happens and get down to where there's no snow. That was fun though. It was a lot of fun driving all the way up here in this storm.
I decided to throw in the towel and head home. If we stayed somewhere in Big Bear, we're not prepared for freezing temperatures. This trip made me realize a few things about overlanding. One is that I want to do a multi-day trip with an experienced overlander, someone who's done this before and someone who can show me the ropes. And then two is I need to get a few more pieces of gear for my Jeep. A rooftop tent is a must with my build. And also I need to find a better storage system in the back to be able to hold all of my gear. There's also a few things I want to get, like a stove and a fridge, and then some tools to be able to air down and air up easier when I'm out on the trail. Now this was definitely a fun test run, and I'm looking forward to the next trip.